We're given a sequence here, but we're not told what kind of sequence it is, so we first need to figure that out. I can see that going from -1 to 4, I'm going to need to add 5, and to go from 4 to 9, add 5, and 9 to 14, I'm going to add 5 as well. That makes this a linear sequence. It's going to go up at the same rate each time. And what that essentially means is it's like the 5 times table. It's a bit like 5n. So 5n would give me 5, 10, 15, 20. But I don't get that, do I? My starting one is -1. So one way of actually figuring this out is to think, well, what I must have to subtract a term every time, because if I want to get -1, but 5n gives me 5, then I'm going to need to subtract 6. To get from 10 to 4, I also need to subtract 6, and so on. And that is my nth term. The other way you can do it is you can actually work out the 0th term. You can basically say, well, this first term is 5 plus a constant. The second term is going to be 2 lots of 5 plus a constant. If I want to work back to the constant, then I'm going to do 0 lots of 5 plus the constant. And then I go the opposite way. Instead of adding 5, I'm going to minus 5, and that's going to leave me with -6. And then I see that my constant is in fact -6, and we get the same answer. Right, the second sequence, this is a quadratic sequence. I don't have a constant term in it. All the terms are dependent on n. And I'm given the third term and the 6th term. So I think the best thing to do is substitute that in. Substitute in n equals 3. That's going to give me a times 3 squared, or 9a, plus b times 3, which is 3b, and that's going to equal 9. And then when n is equal to 6, that's for the 6th term, I'm going to get a times 6 squared, that's 36a, and then plus 6 times b, and that's equal to 126. And we've basically created simultaneous equations. I could try to simplify these equations, but actually I'm not far off making it really good, because I can basically just multiply this top equation by 2, and that'll give me 18a plus 6b equals 18. And I can now forget about the first equation, just focus on this, and I can subtract these equations. Why subtract them? Because I've now got this 6b and 6b in both. So treat it as a set of scales. I'm going to subtract the left-hand sides and the right-hand sides. And that's going to leave me with 18a equals 108. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, and then a, I'm just going to do 108 divided by 18. And I get 6. Oh, maybe I should have known that. A is equal to 6. Okay, I then substitute it back into any equation. Why not substitute back into that, the first one, the simplest one? Sub back in. So it's going to be 9 times 6, because I now know that a is 6, plus 3b equals 9. That's 54. So 3b is going to be 9 minus 54. That's equal to 45, minus 45, I should say. Let me just do that again. I've not made the minus very clear. Minus 45. And then if I divide through by 3, I'm going to get that b is equal to minus 15. And I could check my answer. I could see, why not check it if we've got time. So a is 6, b is minus 15. So if I do 6 times 6 squared minus 15 times 6, that gives me the 126, and I could do the same. So I just checked the third term there. Sorry, the 6th term. I could check the third term as well. 9. All good. Brilliant.